Here we want to take a look at graphing in the two-dimensional space. We call this the Cartesian plane, and what we have done is we have taken this two-dimensional space and we've divided it up using a horizontal axis labeled the x-axis, a vertical axis labeled the y-axis. And the point where they cross here is called the origin, and it would have coordinates here 0, 0, because this is the 0 point on the x-axis, which is numbered to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the back -1, -2, -3, just like our number line. And the y, the vertical axis, is labeled like a thermometer, so up 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., and down -1, -2, -3, etc. We have each point in this space identified as an xy coordinate, so the 0, 0. The x is telling me where along the x-axis this point corresponds to, the y, where along the y-axis. So if we were to label this one that we've got marked, that looks like maybe about 3.5, and this would be right about 2. So the coordinates here would be 3.5, 2. When we take this two-dimensional space and divide it up like this, we end up with 4 sections called quadrants. This upper right-hand one is Roman numeral quadrant 1, and everything's positive. Then we go counterclockwise, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. We won't use those much in college algebra, but you do run into that occasionally in textbooks. All right, let's talk a little bit about equations related to this. Equations are going to have solutions to them that are ordered pairs making the equation true. So if we have an equation like 2x plus 3y equals 18, and we want to know what are the solutions, what we're asking for, what ordered pairs, when plugged in here, will actually make the equation work. We have 2 examples here. -5, 7 is that a solution to this equation? Well, we're going to take this -5, plug it in for the x here, the 7, plug it in for the y here, and then see if it actually works out. Well, you can tell that -10 plus 21 is not 18, so the answer is no, it's not a solution. However, if we take the second ordered pair, we take the 3, plug it in for this x, the 4, plug it in for this y, and work it out, we get 18 equals 18, which is absolutely true, so that's a solution. What this tells us is that if we were to graph this equation in that two-dimensional xy space, we would see this ordered pair 3, 4 on the line, but this ordered pair -5, 7 would not be on the line.